Yeah, that negative is out in front, so you don't square it.
Yeah.
Okay, on the next one, you probably did use your calculator. What did you get when you plugged that in?
-5,184.
Oh wait, negative 5,184.
Perfect. Everybody get that?
Yes.
Okay, on number 5, they both have a base of -7. So you could subtract exponents, and it would leave you with 1 over -7 squared, so you should get 1 over 49. Do I need to show my work on that?
Is that 102?
Probably.
Yep.
Oh,
All right, number 7. So 3/4 cubed, so 3 cubed is 27. 4 cubed is 64. -16 squared is 256, and you get 108. Number 9, what is -5 to the 0 power? 1. And so then you have a -5 over -5 to the -2. So if you bring that up, you get -5 cubed or -125. Are we okay on those? Okay, so problem 11. Multiply the coefficients. So -9/4 times -16 is a to the -2 times a to the -3. You add those exponents, so you get a to the -5. b to the 7th times b to the -6 just gives you a b. So your final answer, you have a 36b on top, a to the 5th on the bottom. Okay, 13. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Where do you have more p's, on the top or the bottom? Top. So -3 minus -5, or -3 plus 5 is 2. We have more q's on top, so 8 minus -4, or 8 plus 4 is 12. And then we have more r's on the bottom, 4 minus 0 is just 4. Did you guys get that one?
Yes. So did you?
Yep.
All right, 15. Several different starting points. What did you guys do first?
Distribution.
Okay. Yep. So you could have flipped the whole thing. You could have simplified inside here, or you could just start distributing your exponent. So really 3 different starting points. So if I take my exponent through, power to a power, you multiply. All right, 2 to the -3 divided by 4 to the -3.
You gotta flip them and then.
Yeah, so it'd be like 4 cubed, which is 64, over 8, which is 8. Do we have more u's on top or bottom? Bottom. If you don't like it, you could flip first. So -3 minus -12, or -3 plus 12 is 8. And the b stick.
No, 9.
Honestly, I was.
3 and 12 makes 9, not 8.
Yeah. I think I'm just looking at my 8.
I relate. 8.
All right, 17. So if you distribute your exponents, a cubed to the 4th is a to the 12th. 3 to the 4th is 81, b to the 4th. 6 squared is 36, b to the 6th, over a to the 8th. So if you multiply, you just multiply the tops and multiply the bottoms. So 36 over 81, we can divide them both by 9, so you get 4 over 9. A to the 4th, b squared on top. How are we doing on these guys?
The start was rough.
It was a little rough to start with. Okay, 19. If I distribute the -2 through, then I get c to the 6th, d squared, 5 to the -2, c to the -14, d to the 8. Okay, so 5 to the -2, that would go up on top as a 5 squared. 6 minus negative or plus 14 would be c to the 20th, and we would have a d to the 6th on the bottom. 21, 8x to the -9. That means 8 over x to the 9th. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Okay. So, if I start simplifying here, my x's, if I take those down, we have an x to the ninth on the bottom. What happens to the y's?
Cancel.
Cancel. These are like terms, so you just add the tops. 8 plus negative 15 is negative 7 over x to the ninth. Alright, so we had worked all with our exponents and simplifying with those exponents like we just practiced on this handout. The last thing, if I ask you to factor. So keep in mind, if I told you to factor like one, let's say this. What would you factor out if I said GCF?
It's x to the third.
Okay, so
Not 6.
6,
Oh, yes, 6.
and then x to the third. Okay, so let's look here. If I had 28 and 21, what would I factor out?
7.
Y.
Okay. How did you decide x to the third here? It was the smallest. So what's smallest? Y to the negative 5 or y to the negative 2?
Y negative 5.
Okay, so we're going to take out 7y to the negative 5. So 28 divided by 7 is 4.
You said negative 5. Yeah, that's right.
If you think about on a number line, negative 5 is further. Okay,
Oh, just speaking the same thing.
so we took out all those y's. 21 divided by 7 is 3. Okay, up here, if I factored this, we took out the 6x cubed. We would have a 3 minus 2x to the what?
Squared.
Squared. How'd you get it?
I subtracted.
Subtracted. So if I take out negative 5, what's 2 minus negative 5?
3.
Alright, and that's my answer. All we want to do is factor here. Look at this one. So if I want to factor here. Oh, apparently I like 18 and 12. What would I pull out of that? 6 into the 1/3. Okay. 18 divided by 6 is 3. What's 4/3 minus 1/3? First. You could write into the first or just in. 12 divided by 6 is 2, and I took out all of those ends. Alright. So my directions are to factor this. What do they both have?
X plus 3 to the negative 2/5.
Two terms. They both have the x plus 3. Smallest exponent is negative 2/5. Okay. So if I take out the whole thing, what do we put? 1. Minus. Alright. So the x plus 3. What's 3/5 minus negative 2/5?
No. 1.
So this one I could actually factor just a little bit further. Or not really factor, simplify. If I distribute my negative, 1 minus 3 is negative 2 minus x. So you could leave it like that. You could even pull that negative all the way out in front if you'd like.
Well, since we took out x plus 3, there's no
just like up here when we take out the and, that's just like your variable, and so we combine the exponents there to decide what's left. So the x plus 3, that whole thing is like a variable. You can think of it as a y or something. So when you take it out, you're just dealing with the exponents. Since we got the first power, we still have one of them left. Other questions? All right. So, few things. First of all, I gave you a Math Excel assignment on Friday. This shows you how to do the last 2 questions. Some of you have completely finished that assignment already. Some of you haven't started. It's due tomorrow. So you're going to have some time here to work on that. Second thing that I need to